Hey guys, what is up? And here is my review of my week 1 predictions. So, I went 10, 5, and 1 this week. Going over a few games. I kind of went over the Thursday game in my prediction video, but I'll just go over it again a little bit. It's a few more days to analyze everything. Yeah. I don't know if Trubisky just played really, really bad. I don't know if just the Packers defense was that good. I don't know. But what I do know is that I was wrong for that. But yeah, I talked about it a little bit in the Sunday prediction video, so if you want to see that, go check it out. Alright, what else we got? We have the Rams and the Panthers. So, I didn't watch this game. There's not many of these games I did watch. But, let's see, I got this game right. I got my notebook here. So, I got this game right. Now, the Rams are still a good team. The Panthers are a good team. Actually, I'm watching them play the Buccaneers right now. And the Panthers are losing 17-12. Now, here's the thing. You don't know what you're getting with Jameis Winston. Are you getting Jameis Winston, who played well enough in college to become the first overall pick, or are you getting Jameis Winston, who threw 3 interceptions last week? But I do think the Panthers are a good team. They're just finding their stride like a lot of the teams are. Redskins and Eagles. I picked the Eagles. Yay for me. I was totally shocked to see the Redskins, winning. But the Eagles found their stride and were able to come out with the win. Bills and Jets. I picked the Bills. Mostly because I wanted Le'Veon Bell to lose. But yay for me. Also, Buffalo's like an hour away from me, so kind of like the local team. So I'm going to cheer for them unless they play the Steelers. Alright, let's see. Scroll down a couple times. Yep. Yeah, this works. Okay. Then you got the Falcons and the Vikings. I picked the Falcons here, and they laid an egg. Not on the scoreboard, but they just laid an egg. Kirk Cousins threw like 10 passes. And they won. I'm not sure what else you need to hear from that. Ravens, Dolphins. I picked the Ravens just because I knew the Dolphins were going to be bad. I didn't know they were going to be that bad. Now here's the thing. Don't take... you can kind of take it to the bank, but take it with a grain of salt as well on how, great Lamar Jackson was. Yes, they scored 59 points. Yes, Lamar Jackson had a perfect passer rating. But they were facing the Dolphins. Keep that in mind. The Dolphins are going to be one of the, if not the worst team in the league. I don't know if they're intentionally tanking or if, because they could be stocking up on all of these draft picks and then tanking. That way they can end up with anywhere maybe, in the top 5, and then if they have to, trade up to the first overall pick to get a quarterback, which I feel bad for Josh Rosen. Could not have picked a worse start to his career. You got to feel for him. Chiefs and Jags. Nick Foles, heal up soon. But, yeah, I picked the Chiefs here. Yep. I knew they were the better team. Titans and Browns. I am happy to announce I was wrong. I picked the Browns, and they got stomped. Where's all that Browns hype now? The media, the Browns fans, they basically declared them Super Bowl champs, and it's freaking, August and September. Week 1, you got blown out by 30 at home. Now, granted, the Dolphins got blown out by 49 at home. But still. Where's all that hype now? Gone. Alright, Colts and Chargers, the first game of the week to go into overtime. But the Chargers were able to score a touchdown and win, and I got that right. Though Jacoby Brissett, he surprised me. Colts are going to be, I think they're going to be a good team right now. You know, like I said, they may lose 3 wins from going from Andrew Luck to Jacoby Brissett, but they may not be as bad as people initially thought. So watch them for the next few weeks. Also, keep an eye on the Titans. They're always sneaky good. They win like 9-10 games every year. They're sneaky good. Watch them. Alright, then we got the Bengals and the Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks, thinking the Bengals were, they're still a bad team. The defense was quite literally the worst in the league and one of the worst in NFL history. I'm not joking. Look at the stats. I knew they wouldn't be, way better. I knew they could be a little bit better. But they kept it close. But what you do? Alright, 49ers and Buccaneers. I picked the 49ers. This was my little hot streak here. I got the Chiefs. I got the Chargers. I got the Seahawks. I got the 49ers. This was my little hot streak. 49ers I thought would win. I'm like, Jameis, you don't know who you're getting? Are you getting first overall pick, Jameis? Or are you getting 3 interceptions, Jameis? You got 3 interceptions, Jameis. With like 2 being pick sixes. So, that's going to be the thing. I picked the 49ers. I believe in Jimmy G. Someone said, if you don't negate, I think, Kittle's 2 touchdowns, which I guess he scored 2 touchdowns and they were negated by penalties. If you don't negate those and you get rid of his stats from, what happened afterwards, he ended up with like a 115 QBR. Or not QBR, passer rating. Because QBR is only 200. But he had like 115 passer rating. And then you're not talking, hey, is he supposed to be benched or not? So I do believe in Jimmy G. Not many do, but I do. Alright. Giants at Cowboys, and I picked the Cowboys. Giants are a struggling team. Now here's the thing. People are saying, you know what, Dax, that's it. Give him his 35, 40 million. I'm not there yet. I'm not. The Giants, they're a bad team. Their defense was already meh. And then you lost Olivier Vernon and Landon Collins. How do you lose 2 of your best, if not your 2 best defensive players, and then get better? You don't do that. So, yeah. Take it with a grain of salt. Lions at Cardinals. I picked the Lions. They tied. So, it counts, as you can see, it counts as a tie. Being 10, 5, and 1. That's how I do it. If you want to say, hey, you said the Lions were going to win, and, you were technically wrong. So you're saying if I predict a tie, I'd be right? Like, no one's ever going to predict a tie. Now, if I predicted a tie and someone wins, I would count that as being wrong. But if no one's ever going to do that. But if, I picked them to tie and I'm somehow magically right, I'd give myself a correct. But, I picked a winner, they tied, so we're going to count it how the NFL does. But my cousin's favorite team is the Lions. It's a big reason I picked them, but also I honestly thought they could beat the Cardinals, and they were for a while until Kyler Murray said, oh, we're playing a football game. I should start playing. Oh, wait, we're playing a football game? Oops. And they finally, kicked into gear and somehow managed to tie. That's the thing. Last year, week 1, we had our first tie of the NFL season, which was Pittsburgh at Cleveland. And they had tied. Now, week 1, you have another tie. It's because they shortened overtime to 10 minutes. They shouldn't have done that. It should be 15. But whatever. Steelers at Patriots. I picked the Steelers. I'm not going to talk about it. Okay. Moving on.
Okay, moving on.
Alright, Texans at Saints. I said Saints were going to win. I wasn't sure at how well the Texans were going to play. Man. Now, here's the thing. Could the Texans have won? 100 million %. Should they have won? Probably not. There were a couple penalties where the Saints got hosed. And it took Drew Brees with like 35, maybe 40 seconds to say, okay, I'm just going to go down the field. And then it was I'm watching it on TV, and it's the last play before they call a timeout for the kick. And I'm like, in the huddle, Drew's calling the play, and he's saying, guys, if you get the ball, just go down. Just go down. Give yourself up. Don't try to make a play because then you're going to run out of time. Just go down and be done with it. And that's what they did. And damn Will Lutz, he definitely earned that money he got over the offseason. Freaking 58-yarder, and I saw it. It looked like he could have broken the NFL record with how he kicked that thing. He wrecked the football. He absolutely crushed it. Alright, Broncos and Raiders. I picked the Broncos. Yeah. I mean, it was definitely a statement win for the Raiders to say, look what we did without Antonio Brown. Look what we did without him. We don't need him. Yeah, you still gave up a third and a fifth for him. Which means Pittsburgh's gotten you for 2/3 and a 5th-round pick for Martavis Bryant, who is suspended indefinitely and no longer on the Raiders, and Antonio Brown, who literally didn't take a snap for you. He didn't take a snap during the preseason. He didn't take a snap during the regular season. He got cut before you guys' Monday game. Yeah. So then, the crowd was chanting, during an extra point. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be demonetized, but yeah. There you go. I can write it down. YouTube can't see what you write down. Yay for loopholes. I gotta find a page to write it on. There we go. Yeah, it's showing. You get the hint. So that is what they were chanting as someone was kicking an extra point. I think it was their kicker. But it's like, look what we did without Antonio Brown. And honestly, I hope he never plays football again. Because with all the BS he's pulled, since he got traded, even before he got traded, he was still pulling a lot of BS. So, oh well. I don't know how much I give into the conspiracy theory going around that was the plan all along. He just had. I'm like, but had that been the plan all along, it wouldn't have mattered where he would go. So when Pittsburgh initially said, "Hey, we're trading you to Buffalo," he refused, said, "If you trade me to Buffalo, I'm retiring." If that was the plan to get to New England all along, why not just get traded to Buffalo, do whatever, and then get cut, and then just go to the Patriots? That doesn't make sense to me. Why force yourself to the Raiders and then, get your way out of there just to go to New England? I don't think I buy it. Plus, and then I saw today, I'm not going to talk about his legal issue right now, but there was the thing with his helmet, right? He didn't like the other helmets they were showing him because his was out of date. And he finally settled on one. It was really, really ugly. Someone said it made him look like a Power Ranger. I'm like, it does. I won't deny that. But then his helmet with New England is literally just the new version of the one he had. I'm like, are you kidding me? So that kind of almost adds into it. Like, really? You spent this whole deal getting the new helmet, and now you go to New England, and you're just getting the newer version of the helmet you had. So, I don't know how much I buy into it. It's possible. Though, if it did happen, one, New England needs to be punished for tampering. Two, Antonio's not smart enough. Simple, he's not smart enough to pull that off. So it was either Belichick, Kraft, his agent Drew Rosenhaus, someone other than AB came up with that plan, because he is not smart enough to come up with that plan. But yeah, 10-5-1 after just that little chat. 10-5-1. Good start to the season. Not great, but good. So I'm excited. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn notifications on. I'll see you guys next video. Later.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.